Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is just a little video centered around this big vase. Now, there's a little story to go along with this video. Y'all know, you all saw my cream colored lantern that I did. And I ended up putting it right by my couch in my living room. And that's where I love it. It looks really good in there. But I had this thought about having something in my foyer. Since Sam doesn't really rush the doors and the door, like Sophie and Gracie always would rush the door and knock anything over that might be in there. And then, so Chris actually came up. He said, well, what about one of those big vases? And I was like, oh yeah. I said, that would be really pretty. So you can see I have a little stool sitting back there in the foyer right there. And this beautiful vase here is going to sit up right in that corner. And Chris has rigged up some beautiful lighting for inside of it. We took some garland, just some white, like iridescent garland. I used to have on the white tree, but bought new for that this year. Used that, and then we bought twig lighting. Where's my package? Hang on. Twig lighting, or it's called indoor branch lighting. Sorry, not twig. Indoor branch lighting from Hobby Lobby. And instead of them being battery operated, he's made them so that we can plug them in. So I'm not going to plug them in quite yet because I want to show you what I want to do for the top of it, and I'm going to make a tiered bow to hang on the front of it, I think. So all I'm going to do, I just purchased some white poinsettias and some flocking, some green flocking. And so I'm just going to try to make a quick little arrangement in here and see what I come up with. And then I'm going to make a tiered bow. And then I'm going to put it in place and I'm going to plug it in. And I'm going to show you guys the finished product. And that'll be about it for this one. But I'm so excited about this. I've never had anything in my foyer here ever since we moved in. So this is a vase that will go with us throughout the seasons, and it's something else for me to decorate, which of course I always love. So as you can see here, he has the twig lighting hanging over the top. I don't know whether you can see, and he's got a little piece of the garland hanging out. He says, don't push that down in there, we might never get that garland out of there again. So he said, watch when I'm creating to keep these couple of things, you know, kind of hanging outside of the vase. So I'm just going to start creating here. I've got 5 of these big poinsettias, and I've got 2 tufts of this foliage, and I really don't want to break the foliage apart. I mean, meaning I don't want to cut it. I want to put these in one fell swoop. So let me see what I can come up with here. And I've got my vacuum cleaner at the ready because I know this is going to be a mess and a half here. I think I'm going to want to do a bow. I'm not positive though. Thought I would put one in. Like that. You may not need a bow unless I put it in here. We'll see. Again, I don't want to cut these. I'm not sure about the flowers. I may need to trim them up, huh, a little bit. Can y'all see? I'm gonna bring you a little closer. Have really thick stems on them. Again, I am not a professional flower arranger by any stretch of the imagination, you guys. Oh, I just try to do what I think looks pretty. And I'm very symmetrical, so that's probably doesn't help me much. Or it might help me more. I need to cut this a little bit more, sorry. I don't think I need a bow on this. I thought I might, but I don't think I want a bow. I think I like it just like that, you guys. This thing is heavy as lead. And then I might need to find something to put in front of this, although the vent is right here. There we go. Look at that. Oh. I guess I could try a bow for there, but I don't think I need one. I'll make one just to show you guys anyway how to do it. And then I'll decide whether I want a bow on it or not. There is a little bit of hardware showing here, so I could maybe even put one there. Let me make one, huh? Whoa, sorry. You don't need to get that close, huh? All right, let me see the best way to do this. Let's bring you over here. I'm loving this though, huh? So dressy for me. Woo! Okay. Back this back down again. This is what I chose to use. Just a little bit of green and white, and that's it. And I just want to do a tiered bow. So let me pull out a bunch of ribbon. And I think I'll do probably 4 or 5 loop, which means 4 loops on one side and 4 the other of center. So this is how we do a tiered bow. We start right at the end, and fold it towards yourself and picture how big you want that first 2 loops to be. And I need it to be, you know, pretty good size. So I'm going to say about that. Then you come down here and turn it back up. Make sure to overlap the 2 so that you have plenty of ribbon there, so you don't, when you go to fluff it, you don't pull it out. I don't like it quite that big for the first 2 loops. Let's go there. Pinch it together. Then you twist. See, there's your first 2 loops. Then you twist. Chris is blowing leaves outside, so just excuse him. Twist that, and we're going to make our center loop. So you twist that right around your finger. I twist it right around my forefinger, and then grab it underneath. See that? And grab it and pinch it, like an accordion it together, and that gives you your center loop. Then you're going to twist and bring that right side up. And then you're going to start tiering this, meaning you're going to make each loop that you add on this side and then on this side about a ½ inch larger than the loop before it. I'm just eyeballing it, so. And then your ribbon is going to be fed the way you need it to be fed. So it comes out this side and then twist it, and then again, no more than a ½ inch bigger, make your loop, put it underneath, accordion it together, pinch it together, and there we have 2 loops on each side. Twist, and then again, here's your next loop. No bigger than about a ½ inch bigger than the loop before it. And again, it's fed right out this side. Go ahead and make 4 or even 5 loops, because that's a pretty big thing over there. And without it being a funky bow, I've got to kind of I'll give myself a good many loops. So if I do 5, this will in effect be a 10 loop bow. So that's 4 loops. Let's do 1 more. Twist. Now I'm going to want 3 tails on this, and I'm going to make them pretty long to begin with. So all I do is pull it out about, I don't know, from my nose to the end of my fingers, which is about a yard. Grab it from behind and then pull that little piece up and grab it just like you were adding a loop. And that will give us two loops with that big loop, and then 1 more with the material or the ribbon that's still attached to the bolt. So I take a pipe cleaner and I thread it through the loop over my thumb, and not through my thumb ring, and pull it around to the back from the bottom and then the top. Use your hand as resistance, just like we do with a funky bow. Get these fingers as close as you can to the bow and twist, 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 twist. Go ahead and cut it off of that bolt. And I'm gonna sit, you guys, for just a minute. My back is hurting me. My back always gets to hurting me with these series, you know? Look at the glitter, oh my goodness. And the glitter wars are still raging on, you guys. I'm telling you one thing. So let me go ahead. I tell you, you guys, I'm about finished with my decorating now. What am I gonna do for the month of December for you guys? Maybe cook some fudge, you know, and I honest to goodness don't know what else I'm gonna do. I've decorated just about every corner of these 2 levels. You know, I don't know, I have no clue when you're seeing this. I would imagine it's after Thanksgiving, because this is actually the weekend before Thanksgiving that I'm getting this in the can. because again, I'm trying to get myself decorated, you know, so my dad can see all of the Christmas decorations when he arrives here, which I'm just so excited about. So anyway, as you can see, I'm just, you know, fluffing the bow. I'm gonna go over here and see if I can figure out a place to put it. And you see the table kind of. God, it's a sunny day out. Chilly, but sunny. So I'm just gonna make, whoops. Kind of slanted cuts on either side, about the same length. And then I'm gonna do a dovetail for the middle one. Okay, well that's a pretty little 5 or 10 loop tiered bow. Isn't that pretty? It's such a pretty little bow. You know, it's kind of an understated and more formal, if you will. The funky bow to me seems like it is, you know, kind of fun and funky, you know, but this kind of bow is more formal and it lends itself better to a design like I just did, which I think I'm going to be really happy with, you guys. Something brand new for me again. Stepping outside of my decorating walls, pushing those walls, getting them, seeing if I can get them to stretch a little bit. I'm always, through the years, you guys, I'm sorry, I look like I'm being, you know, blinded by the light here. But through the years, I've always done that. And, you know, that's why Kristen did say, maybe I'll come up with something like that. Kristen did mention one time, Mom, you should try to find pictures of the way you used to decorate in the other house and do a comparison through the years, just to show you guys that I was not always, well, I'm not saying that I am a wonderful decorator now, I don't mean that, but I wasn't always decorating at the, you know, at the level that I am now. You know, I've pushed myself through the years. I'm always trying to broaden my horizons, you know, so never be afraid to try, you guys. What's the worst that can happen? It won't work. You're in the privacy of your own home. So it doesn't work. Nobody has to know it but you. You know, it's just somebody like me. I'm just trying this right on camera in front of y'all. And even with that, I wouldn't have to post this video, you know. I'm still doing it in the privacy of my own home. And if I'm happy with what I come up with, of course I'm going to share it with you. I do show you the bumps along the way though, sometimes. I've been trying to do that. Just so you know, I'm not perfect. I'm not educated in this. I'm not, you know, it's just, it's a gift. I will say I give him all the glory, you guys. I always say that. And I mean it. You know, he has maybe given me a gift to try to help others. And that, I want to be a helpmate. I want to be a helper. I want to be a giver, you know. I'm going to start crying. I'm going to talk myself into tears, for goodness sakes. Let me go tie this on and see what I can come up with, and I'll show y'all the finished result. Be right back. Hey everyone, I'm back and I've tied my bow on, and here's the finished product, and I'll take my camera down and give you a closer view of this when we're done talking here. But I'm super happy with how this, and surprised at myself, to be honest with you, about how this worked out. I'm really happy with it, you guys. I'm, you know, as I said, I stretched my little decorating muscles and came up with something kind of pretty. Well, very pretty, actually. I love it. You know, it helps to have good materials too from Hobby Lobby. So as you saw though, it was easy peasy to put together. And then Chris is, you know, with his ingenuity, you know, with the lighting and stuff, that just, you know, bumps it up a level. Unfortunately, he will not allow me to share how he does his little electrical stuff. But if you have an electrician in your family, I'm sure they could figure it out. But anyway, I'm super happy with the result. I never have to unplug it. If I, you know, it doesn't get hot. It doesn't, you know, there's no fire hazard because the lights are very cool. So this is going to be really pretty out here in the foyer, you know, in the evening hours, or even just in the daytime. As you can tell right now, and it's glowing in the daytime. It's really pretty. So, but I'm glad I did not do a funky bow. I'm glad I did a tiered bow, just a very kind of more formal, just a touch of something, and it needed something there. It needed a little something, something. So I'm glad I went ahead and made the bow, and I'm glad I chose this ribbon and not necessarily a plaid or something like that. I wanted something subtle, something that wasn't going to jump out at you. Good look, I'm a bow. You know, I just wanted something that would pair nicely with this decor. So in the end, I think it all worked out beautifully. You know, I'm super happy with it. So also this vase, as you can tell, it is kind of a green color. And when you put it with greens, it kind of pulls the green. When you put it with grays, it kind of pulls the gray hue, you know? It's perfect for these rooms with my gray carpeting and, you know, rugs that I have on the floor and the khaki curtains and, you know, the whole vibe I have going on in here. It couldn't be any better. And Chris picked this out, you guys. I did not. He picked this out. He has great taste. So, but anyway, that's it for this one, you guys. I have no idea what's coming next. So I'm just going to... So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say my final words here and say that I hope that those of you who are struggling and suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, spending their days with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you all in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And remember, in crafting, there are no mistakes, only unique creations. So I'll be back in a little bit with a video, you know, just to music to show you the final product. And maybe I'll take a few pictures of it in the evening so that you can see how it, you know, this is lit in the evening too, this wreath, and see how it all looks together. But anyway, with all of that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.